Okay. Yeah. I think our last two games we played two of the top four teams in the conference, and then you go back further, probably four out of four. Um, for me, I mean, Hawaii's a good team. They're definitely peaking at the right time. I think they, uh, if I had to compare, Davis right now and Hawaii, you want to be hot going into conference. You want to continue that, and they're clicking. They're definitely clicking. We had a little bit of the game plan that worked, a little bit that didn't. But it's tough to beat a team that shoots the ball well, that has that high low action, that have guards that can penetrate. So yeah, so they kudos to them. They came in, got the win, did what they were supposed to do.
Oh, okay. Coach, I want to ask you about Kylie, the only transfer you got in the portal last season, the only senior on the roster. What she's meant to this team?
A whole lot. When we recruited her, I don't think she believed us when we recruited her. I think she was like, "Yeah, it'll be nice to play. Yeah, I think I could play for that coach." And I'm sitting here talking about leadership and scoring and rebounding and all of that. And I just think that it really is what we said. It really is the accountability and the liability that she has as a player for us. It took her a minute to grow into it, and she was very verbal about this is really new for me, and so I think it was just huge. Her leadership towards the end, we started to these last 5 games, 8 games, started to play really well. That was because of her. She started to come into her own as a player in terms of the diversity that she has, the being able to handle the ball, being able to shoot the ball, being able to post up. I think she found confidence in that through playing and practicing. So it was really good to see that growth, and I think she showed the nation, the conference, and probably herself the type of player that she can be at the Division I level.
And then Kylie, I want to ask you as well, coming back home for your senior season, playing in Long Beach. What has that meant to you?
Yeah, it's meant a lot. I think the community in itself was also something that I really appreciated, and that's kudos to Coach Amy for the community service that we do. We get so much love back with the fire station, the police station, the kids, the YMCA, all the stuff. So the community, my family, the Long Beach State family that I kind of was embraced in, it's meant everything to me.
A little bit more about the team. What's the team meant to you this season?
Yeah, Coach is right. I came in and she was also very open about the leadership that I would have to step into and embrace. And with being that we had such a young team, they've taught me a lot more than I think they know. I think being that older presence has given me a lot of responsibility that, like Coach mentioned, I don't think at the beginning I thought I was ready for it, but you never know until you're in between the lines. So being with them and growing with them has also meant so much to me, and they all individually bring me so much joy. So yeah, I love them.
Coach, looking back on this group as a whole, it's obviously less kind of about the results right now. What about this team will you take away into the offseason?
Well, I think like her, we like Kylie. There's different ways to win games. There's different ways to lose games. So I think going into the off season, I think as a coach, just finding those five that can click, finding those personalities that click. I think that's been the interesting thing. I've had to change what I've wanted to do. And really adapt. So this group challenged me in the best way that I can say that, in order to have success, and we were able to find success. I know it looked pretty dark there for a while, but they came around to a system that was going to work for them, a style of play that was going to work for them. They embraced it, and when we embraced what we needed to do, we had a lot of success. So I think taking away from this season was definitely the growth as a coach to be able to change and adapt with the personnel that you have.
I have one more for Kylie. A couple double doubles over the last series of games, a 24-point game, a complete performance tonight. What have you really built on to end strong?
Yeah. I think obviously that had to come within, but I think the people around me have been super impactful. I think Coach Amy all year long, regardless of what the score was, regardless of what our record looked like, she never dropped her standard for me and for us. And stepping into that, understanding like who I have around me and my coaches and my teammates and how much, the end was coming to a close. I think those were just what we needed. It was a necessity that needed to be filled, and I wanted to be able to do that for our team.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.